Night Baseball from the Bay Area in the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Oakland A's.
And now, your 2021
Major League Baseball on the show
Oakland
is next.
Athletics.
Sean Manaea is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back.
First pitch, 640.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
Another 0-2 home. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. A little chilly, but not unbearable tonight. 55 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. Gets him looking. Strike three.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate now, Yolmer Sanchez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W. And that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball on the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Just underway here in Oakland. This one's flared off to the right side. Mushy is there. 2 gone.
Batting third.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ball and a strike.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
Here comes the 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
So here's Trey Mancini. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Oh, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Orioles held in check there. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. John Means will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. I mean, he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one. He threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
And it's fouled away. The 0-1. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at them with a smile on my face. 5 hours into playing with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
2-2. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Now the first pitch. Elvis Andrus is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
There's a belt high strike to even the count at 1-1. Comes now to Andrus.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a move over to first. Back in standing. Swings and misses here as they're able to set him down for the first down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Brandon Jordan is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Ramirez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a throw over and the runner back. count. Here it is.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. He's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Balls and a strike.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in. Runners off for second. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Stewart is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, this lineup is really needing a lot more out of Elvis Andrus these days. You look at the numbers, and the thing that really stands out to me is his batting average. It's under the Mendoza line. You just wouldn't think a guy would struggle that much, but it's just been an uphill battle for him all season long. I know he's been really frustrated by the way that things have gone.
So now to the plate, Vimael Machin. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
A runner on first with 2 away. In there, 1 and 2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. He's going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Now a throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. And 2-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Now a move over to first, and he's back easily. Here now the 2-2. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Lifted down the line in left. The next 3-2. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Batting
Some
six,
guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. That's taken high and outside for ball 1. strike to count to Matt Chapman.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
2 men are on with 2 men out. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. One and 2. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. An inning in the books. No score on the show. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First pitch on its way. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 5 homers and 8 runs batted in. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center. So the first 2 have reached here to start the second.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, DJ Stewart, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Kicks and deals.
1-1.
Mancini on second. Valaika at first with no outs. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the center fielder. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
To the plate now, Freddie Galvis. This will take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. 3 runs already home here. Takes this the other way to right. And gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May fowlers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot It's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Stepping in now, Cedric Mullins. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Just got a piece up the line. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting ninth.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate. Bet people didn't know Nolan Arenado and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run save. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand jam.
Chance Cisco is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Runner at second here with one man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. As he'll hang on here to record the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
So the next to bat will be Austin Hayes. He went down looking to open up the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Just a bit too much run on the sinker that time as it misses off the outside for ball one.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
2 out here and a runner at second. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch gets him looking. Strike 3. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 3-0 Baltimore. Last half of the second set to go. Here comes the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Get the run back in this inning. Give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. sharply on the ground. Reined in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Batting seventh.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's take a look at infielder Freddie Galvis, a guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
So now it's Mark Canha as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He's got that batting average even at a point where even a 1 for 5 will gain him some points. 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lined is short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Steven.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 0 for 4. First delivery to him. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. The pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
The 1-2. Down the third baseline. This is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with all speed.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Stewart is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail in this one 3-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Yolmer Sanchez.
Yolmer Sanchez.
First pitch of the AB now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's low.
Drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team. That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard down the line. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in his zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Standing in now, Trey Mancini. Bouncer to the left side. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Pat
Stepping up is Valika. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
And this is taken outside for ball one. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Sanchez at third. Mountcastle at second with one away. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The 1-2. Hit in the air to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Now back.
Next to hit is DJ Stewart. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
And that was a great swing he put on that changeup last time up to hit that home run. Just an absolutely textbook job of letting it travel, keeping his hands back before exploding on it.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Men on third with two down. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ramirez is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 4 and the A's nothing.
The Athletics due to hit here in the third. They're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. At the start of the day, they have the worst team batting average in the league. And when I talked with one member of the coaching staff, he told me there's really no good excuse or explanation for it. Even though batting average isn't the end-all be-all of offensive stats, he said there's no denying they have to figure out how to be more competitive with their at-bats. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the
Ready
A's.
to go for the last half
The
of the
catcher,
inning. And that'll bring up Sean Murphy.
Murphy.
First pitch on its way. Big breaker that time as it catches the inside for a called strike. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
2-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Just hung in there on that one. The next 3-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty
Now
good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
At the plate, Tyler Ramirez. So look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base.
Now
and that's
batting.
just what they did right
The
there.
shortstop,
Big strikeout,
Elvis.
keep that guy off the base path.
Andrew.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Andrus in an 0-2 hole here.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ballgame. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. While they've certainly hit some balls hard, 5 of their base hits have come from ground balls. In an era where launch angle is king, this appears to be somewhat of a throwback performance. But clearly, there are many ways to success for a team at the plate.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for Baltimore.
All set for the start of the 4th. And up next, the former Philly shortstop, Freddie Galvis. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Inside with the breaking ball, 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
That one's in there on the black, 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips
now
one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
At the plate now, Cedric Mullins. A ball and no strikes. Mullins playing here in his age 26 season. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now a swinging bunt. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kenna is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, Chance Cisco.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. This ball will be chopped foul. The 2-2. Two out, nobody on. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Baltimore's out in front, 4-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Brandon Jordan.
Brandon.
And now the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Stewart is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Vimael.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Vimael Mashi. Drew a base on balls his first time up. Now here it comes. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Fouled off.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump.
Up next
so
for
far
Oakland,
this inning,
the
4
third
pitches
baseman,
and 2 outs.
Matt
Got the first guy on
Chapman.
1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he fouls this one off. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. A's are gone in order. They're down 4-0. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Austin Hayes.
The center fielder.
Struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Here's the first pitch. Start him with a changeup, but this is too high. Ball 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Jordan is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Next, here is Yolmer Sanchez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a ball.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Swing and a liner. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit
6.
on the absolute
Designated
screws.
hitter.
One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
New pitcher coming on now the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
In now, Ryan Mountcastle. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home. Fouled away.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Set to deal on 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
To the plate now, Trey Mancini, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Now a throw over. Dive, but he's back. trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Hit to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Wow. One left for the Orioles. They lead it 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the A's, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Matt Olson will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like the
center
pitcher
fielder
that trusts
Smart
and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now, Mark Canha. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Here comes the 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound.
The designated
Back-to-back
hitter,
strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this inning with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Nope.
Ball 1.
Nope. 1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
1-2. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Stewart is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail here 4-0. Stepping in once again is Vallejo. Notched an RBI on the sac fly in his previous turn at the plate. First delivery to him. And he popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and
Now
blows
batting,
smoke by a guy at
number
the letters.
24.
That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
DJ Stewart will stand in as we'll flash you back to the second inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. Now the first pitch. One out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ramirez will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Next to hit, Freddie Galvis, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, 1 count and the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they're in front 4-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up Sean
Leading
Murphy.
off for the A's, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
First pitch of the AB on its way. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. The 1-0 home.
Oh, up there.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Wind up the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a line drive to left. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
There's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that play quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Into the box, Tyler Ramirez. Swing and he pops him up. Sanchez is over to take a look at it, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Set with the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
This thing stays in the park. Let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
Standing in now, Elvis Andrus, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
1-0. High in the air out towards shallow right. Stewart has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
Now batting, right fielder, Brandon Jordan.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and
please.
Was effective
Now
in this
pitching
one.
for the
Sean
Orioles.
Armstrong is going to have his
Number
work cut out
43,
for him here.
Sean
2 runners in scoring position, so he'll try to leave them right where they are. Brandon Jordan will be the first to face him here as he'll stand in with 2 men in scoring position and only 1 away. Set, here it comes. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Murphy on third. Ramirez is over at second with 1 down in the inning. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Armstrong stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was taken in the 18th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. Misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So here's the cleanup play. Vimael Mashi. It was a backwards play, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that can run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Yeah, you've heard the saying, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, that was the case here. Bases loaded, facing the best power hitter in the lineup, and he showed why he is so feared. He knocked it out of here with a vengeance.
And third base
now, Matt Chapman. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. And I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on them. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last 2 hitters have really set the stage.
Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. And that'll bring up Matt Olson as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 1-0. Swung on and missed, strike one.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
He's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. Four runs here in this half inning. Fouled off. Another try at 2-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Ready with another 2-2. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that's a fair ball as this will rattle up into the corner. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the
Now
play.
batting, center fielder.
The Shays are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI ball.
Your
Travis
attention,
Lincoln,
please.
6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Travis Lincoln.
In now, Mark Canha. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the 0-1. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. On that one, 2 balls and a strike. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 2-2. As he swings through the curveball, 2 down.
Up next to Oakland.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. No hits to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. This at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Ew, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Here's the 0-2. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. On to to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We're through 6 full. The A's lead this one 5-4. Adam Kolarek is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Cedric Mullins.
Number 31.
Here's the first pitch. The 0-1 delivery. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begins throwing. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Here it comes. A little low. It's 2-2. Sinker. 3-2 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And that one yanked just foul. The next 3-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Another full count pitch home. Hit on the ground out to short. Andrus fields it cleanly. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Hey, that was a gorgeous backhand stop right there. You can definitely tell he had a little trouble getting rid of it. Had to take that extra step. But I like that. The eternal clock was right on play, and he was able to make a great throw to get the out.
To the plate now, Chance Sisco, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
And this will be fouled away. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Here's the 3-1. Just a tick behind for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Popped him up. Andrus is under it. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Austin Hayes. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a little tapper. Here comes the 1-2.
We're going to count 2-2.
And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled away. And the pitch. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Jordan gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And the deficit holds at 5-4. Paul Fry gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 51, Paul Fry.
Striding in for Oakland, Sean Murphy. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Sean Murphy.
And now the first pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Ball 2. Two-0 pitch on the way. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
The 2-1. It's looked at for ball 3.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order.
The 3-1.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game. When guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
High in the air out to center field. Hayes will wait on it. And he puts it away for the first out.
The lefty,
So a good
number
job to get
31.
out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And that's a sight you don't want to see. Dead last in the AL in that category. Next up is Tyler Ramirez. He doubled his last time up. first pitch on its way.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
1 out, nobody on. Misses, ball 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single.
Not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. He thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Here's a look over to first, just keeping him close. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Elvis Andrus comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes now to Andrus. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Now the 2-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hayes comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for out number 2.
Up next for Oakland, the right fielder, Brandon Jordan.
Next to dig in, Brandon Jordan. Runner in scoring position with Sir John. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
And this one runs up high. Ball 1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And that's too high. Ball 2.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The set and the 2-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Malaika is there, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Trevor
attention,
Rosenthal
please.
has been summoned
Now
from the
pitching for
bullpen
the
as he'll
A's.
do so to start the eighth.
Number 41, Trevor Rosenthal.
Yolmer Sanchez will be the first
Leading
one to
off
greet
the
him
Oakland.
here as he'll be forced to
The
turn
third
around
baseman,
and hit
number
from the
13.
left side now.
Yolmer Sanchez.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Rosenthal's ready. Here it is on 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. Ramirez is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
Striding forward now is the DH, Ryan Mountcastle. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
A 1-0 delivery. A ball and a strike. A 1-1.
Ball, that's kicked out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen
Now
these days, but it
the
doesn't
first
make it any less impressive to
one.
me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box now, Trey Mancini. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good.
Grounded up the first baseline.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Still down a run. It's 5-4.
Your
Tanner
attention,
Scott
please.
is on to pitch out
Now
of the
pitching
bullpen
for
in the
the
bottom half of the 8th.
Number 66, Tanner Scott.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And set to go is the second
Athletic.
baseman, Vimael
The second
Machi.
baseman.
This is a close one so
Vimael.
far. Really go back to that last at bat. That grand slam he hit really kept him in this game.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Mullins comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Next, it'll be Matt Chapman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 1-1. Hard hit towards center. Hayes is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Now into the box, Matt Olson. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And he misses low with it. 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. The 2-2.
We got 3 balls.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Now the payoff pitch home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. A's are gone in order. They lead it 5-4. Miguel Romero comes out of the bullpen to shut things down
now
here in the ninth.
For the Athletics, number 19, Miguel Romero.
Into the box, Pat Vallejo, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
Pat Vallejo.
The set and the pitch. Fouled off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
That's the ball.
Now here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. In now for the Orioles, DJ Stewart. He flew out in his last debut. Now here's the first offering.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
1-run game here in the top of the ninth. And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. And it's another catch. So back back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief out.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
At the plate, Freddie Galvis. He's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And now this crowd, a bit over 30,000 strong, comes to their feet. Fouled away. Baltimore down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back into it. And the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. The Oakland A's rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Yusmeiro Petit gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Miguel Romero records the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Orioles, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.